Hey y'all, welcome to Southern gmoregals. We're in a really fun video today. We are in a Christmas mystery box collab today. So we had to get a name of another channel that's in the collab. We had to purchase $20 worth of items, and 3 of those items we have to wrap. Those are like the mystery items that they've got to use in their DIYs. So my box was sent to me from Sarah in Sunflowers and DIY, and so she sent me a little challenging item here. So if you're new to my channel, I'm Elizabeth. I want to welcome you here. So let's go find out what's in my box. Okay, go. Okay, so I just took off like all the address stuff, and today is Monday, so I have like 3 days. So I've waited to exactly the last minute here to open my box, but I just covered that up because her name is on here, so I'm gonna open it up here. See what we got. Not seeing much yet. Oh, pretty. Look at that. Like that. Okay, those are pretty. So I'm looking to see like what is, oh, I see my wrap stuff now. Now this is gonna be good for Christmas. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. That's not yours. Okay, so let's unwrap here. Let's see what we got. Kind of heavy. All right, look at that. Pretty cool. So this is something I've got to use here. It looks like kind of like wooden bedposts maybe kind of things, or okay. All right, and the next one. Uh-oh. What could that be? I guess some Legos. Let's see. No, something even better. Macaroni. Okay. All right, I have to think about that one. I love these little wooden circles. These are really cute. I haven't seen these anywhere. That's really cool. And I got some ribbon. And I've got one of these little wooden houses. That's really cool too. And then wooden clips with rope. I like that. And then I've got lots of little like old clothespins or bobby pins. We've got some little decals. These are cool. Look at these. That's cool. All right, one more thing to open here. So let's see what we got. Well, no, there's something else in here too. Let's see. Open if you're feeling crafty. Oh, this is not a challenge item. Okay. Sorry, I packed your box upside down. Okay. That's okay. Okay, so this is not a challenge item, but we're going to open it and see what it is. It says that on here. Okay, so cool. Got a little dish here, a little terracotta. I love terracotta color. So this is the other item here. It's the last item that I've got to use. So let's see. Oh, nice. I've got some little stencils. So cute. I've got a little sleigh. Happy holidays. And I guess that's some little paint in there. Nice. Well, thank you, Sarah. So I'm going to put everything back in here, and I'm going to have to go brainstorm and get started. So first things first, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take both of these little, I'm going to call them like bedpost. I don't really know what this is, or chair post, but I am going to spray paint these a flat white with some spray paint. I wanted to try to get all my painting done so everything would be dry, so I just put some of the macaroni noodles in a bag, and I put some off-white paint in there. I just used some of this apple barrel paint and just kind of worked it around in the bag just so these could get some of that off-white paint on them. So here these are painted white. They look so much better. They already have holes in them, so I didn't drill those in there. They were already in there. And I'm using these little wooden sticks or little wooden dowels. These are the shorter ones from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to glue with the hot glue gun, and I'm going to glue one of these down in each of the posts. And I've decided to make two different little Christmas trees, and I just have some of the garland from the Dollar Tree, and all I did was just twist it around the top here. I just wrapped it around the top and then left a piece of it pointing up. I know it's kind of hard to see here, but it's just a twist around there, and then I left a piece pointing up to put my star on the top. And to make this tree, I'm just cutting some little pieces of the garland. I have 4 little pieces here the same length, and I'm going to cut a few a little shorter, and I'm just going to glue these around to make a little Christmas tree onto the little wooden stick. So here you can see I'm starting at the bottom, and I'm putting kind of 4 pieces scattered around, and then I'm going to move up until I get up to that point. And you can see a little better here. I just put some glue there, and I'm going to stick it onto that little wooden stick here. And these are kind of pointing in a downward motion. I didn't really want them sticking outward. They're more kind of pointing down. And then I'm just kind of working my way around. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue and then just kind of filling in. And then I cut a little bit shorter pieces the closer I got to the top. So they're all different lengths moving upward. So my other challenge item was the macaroni. So I'm going to make a star on the top of this tree. So you can see here I just glued the 2 bottom pieces of the star. And for some reason, I didn't film the rest of where I glued the star on here. I tried to use where the macaroni has a little cut in it to actually look like a star, that part. So I have 2 more on the top where you can see the cutout, and then the one pointed on the top. I think I actually had to break that piece in half to get the top of the star point. And you'll see this a little bit better on the finished or the final reveal at the end. The Christmas Mystery Swap Challenge has been a lot of fun participating in it. I think it makes you really have to be creative to put something together sometimes. But Monner's Market is the host of the challenge today. Her information is down in my description box, along with the co-host Glitchy Stitches Home DIY. So check out their channels are down in my description box, along with the playlist, and follow along and see what everybody else got in their boxes. And I'm going to start building my next tree. This is the second tree. And I'm just going to build them throughout the video. And then I'll show you the final reveal, the way that both of them look at the end. So all I'm doing is I'm taking some of the garland again, and I'm just making like a spiral. I just twisted around and ran that stick up through the middle. And then once I've got to the top here, I just twisted it on the top and left just a little bit longer piece on the top just so to have a little bit of a point there. And I didn't glue this at all. I got it wrapped around here pretty tight, so it stayed in place good once I twisted it around the top. And this is the same garland I used on the other tree, and you can see it laying there down on the floor. That you'll have plenty of it with one of the garlands from the Dollar Tree. Now to use my macaroni, I'm going for like a spiraled looking tree. So I'm taking the macaroni and kind of going in a spiral all the way up around the tree. I'm just using my glue gun to put these on here. And I have one macaroni facing inward and then the next one facing outward just to give it a little bit more shape here. I tried to go on top of the garland is the pattern that I followed. So I went around in a spiral all the way up to the very tip top, and then I put one kind of in a point once I got to the very top. So I'm going to use these little wooden pieces, and these are from leftover Dollar Tree DIYs. I think these were like the little wooden like pumpkin napkin holder or turkeys. These were the little boards that were holding them together, and I just popped those off. But these little stencils came in my mystery box, so these are the challenge items that I have to use. So the first one, I painted the little wooden board red, and then I'm using some white paint, and this is going to say Happy Holidays. And these are chalk couture stencils, and I haven't used any of their products before, and these work great. I'm really impressed. I think Sarah that sent me the box from Sunflowers and DIYing is a chalk couture rep, so if you're interested in getting any stencils, definitely get in touch with her. Now the sleigh here, I originally painted this board the antique white, and then you can see the colors, but I didn't like this. I didn't like the colors that I used. The stencil did great and everything, but I thought it would look much better white with a red sleigh. So you'll see that at the end that I redid this one. I just painted it white and then used a red on the stencil. Now this is the first little tree. You'll be able to see the star here on the top there. And then I took some little twine from the Dollar Tree and I just tied some little bows, hot glued those on here. I'm using some Mardi Gras beads from the Dollar Tree that I'd spray painted white on another DIY, and I wrapped those around here. So that's how I've got this tree decorated. And then this is the second tree, the little spiral tree. There's the macaroni around there. I took a big piece of the rope from the Dollar Tree, or the thick twine, and wrapped that around there. And then I had some little holly berries, like frosted holly berries from Walmart left over, and I glued those in there with my glue gun. And I'm taking some of the antiquing wax here and just lightly going over both of these posts to kind of blend the dark tones of the Christmas tree in better and get this kind of a little bit of a rustic look. And I just did this really quickly, and I did this to both of my little posts here, or my little wooden stands. I went over just kind of around the edges and the corners with some of that wax. So here they are. What a sweet look. I love the way these turned out. When I got my box, I heard all that rattling. I thought I had Legos in there. My mind was just like, what am I going to make with Legos? So I was really surprised it was macaroni. And then I really had to come up with something. But I think these turned out great. A little bit of a woodland kind of rustic look with both of the trees. But, you know, something unique and different with both of them. I did take some of the white twine from Walmart. Hot glued a little bow there on the front and a loop on the back, and those are how these are attached on here. I did that to both of the little wooden signs. I want to say thanks to Sarah for all of the items she sent me in my box on sunflowers and DIYing, and then I want to thank Monner's Market and Glitchy Stitches Home DIYs for hosting the challenge and letting us participate. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe, turn your notifications on. We have a third Thursday thrift flips video that's going to be coming out next week. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about my little trees here. Tell me which one you like the best. I really don't know which one I like the best. I think they're really cute. The little posts here really look great with a tree on top. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, and don't forget to watch the playlist and check out what everybody else got in their boxes.